I love Christmas. The lights, the cookies, the warm, fuzzy feelings, and the holiday science experiments. This is definitely my favorite time of the year, and I have been waiting for months to share with you all an episode just like this one. Hi, I'm Paige Hudson, and you're listening to the Tips for Homeschool Science Show, where we're breaking down the lofty concepts of teaching science into building blocks you can use in your home. In those weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas, sometimes it's hard to get our kids to really focus on what they're supposed to be learning. So changing things up a bit and giving them something new to think about helps a lot. And while there are many holiday units out there that look at the geography and culture of Christmas around the world, or once study the different symbols around Christmas, I've found that most of those studies really lack in the science department. So how does one handle science during the holiday season? Well, we've handled this two different ways. So when my kids were younger, we did a full holiday unit, complete with science experiments. One year, we used the book Christmas Around the World, and we studied the different cultures, and then we'd add a science experiment in at the end of the week that had to do with some kind of fun Christmas concept. We've also looked at different topics around the holiday season, things like snow, cookies, and evergreens, and then wrap science experiments around those to complete a full holiday unit. A full holiday unit for the Christmas season is a great option if you just need a change in your homeschool. Sometimes we just need a change of pace. We need to slow things down or focus on different subject matter, and doing a full holiday unit really helps us to change things around. A full unit works great too when your kids are younger. During the elementary years, it's easier to take a little break. There's not as much pressure as there is during the middle school and high school years to reach certain benchmarks. So it's okay when your kids are younger to take off 4 or 5 weeks for a full holiday unit. Switching to a full holiday unit is also easier if you school year-round, because you have plenty of time to do homeschool a little bit differently than you would if you had only 36 weeks to do school. As my oldest entered the middle school and high school years, for her, we've just added Holiday Science Fun to our Friday Fun Day plans. Friday Fun Day is that day when we take off some time to look at nature study, to do art and music. This way we can still do those things together as a family, despite the fact that her workload is a little bit heavier than it was during her elementary years. So, this is a great option if you're happy with your plans. Let's say you absolutely love the curriculum you're doing and you don't feel the need to change, and your kids love it too. You have no problems. Why rock the boat? Stick with what you're doing and then just add in a little holiday science fun to your Friday Fun Day. As I said earlier, if your kids are older, it's easier if you stick to the plan you currently have so that they'll finish the work they need to in a year, and then just add a little bit of holiday science fun to your Friday. And this option also works great if you have a schedule to stick to. In other words, if you know you have to be finished school by a certain date and can't afford to take the time off for a full holiday science unit, you can just add in 1 or 2 holiday experiments for your Friday Fun Day. The best way to make sure you can add in some holiday science experiments is to write out a plan before the time begins. So in other words, you can write out your full holiday unit complete with science experiments a couple weeks before you actually plan to do it. Or you can research and plan out a few holiday science experiments that you want to complete during the month of December. Then create a grab bag of holiday science supplies so that you'll be able to pull those materials and do the experiments right then and there in that moment, and not have to hunt and peck for the materials. You can also ask your friends to join in the holiday science fun. This will help add a layer of accountability and a whole lot more fun for your students. Well, there you have it, a few ideas for how we handle science during the holidays. You can do a full holiday unit or a couple of holiday science experiments as part of your Fun Day plans. Either way, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll see you next year with more tips for teaching science at home. Thanks for listening to episode 18 of the Tips for Homeschool Science Show. If you have a moment, why don't you head on over to Facebook and share your favorite holiday science experiment with me? Or post a pic on Instagram and tag @elementalscience so we can share in the holiday science fun. If you want some more ideas for holiday science experiments, head over to elementalscience.com/blogs/podcast and this episode number, which is 18. You'll find several links to ideas for Christmas science activities that you can do at home in your very own kitchen. Have a great week playing with science.